issue, and every gay person is different. And I think that to speak the church, the black church or white church or any kind of church you want to call it, are all the same is totally. I'm okay because I never told you I was perfect. I never put down nobody. I got my own flaws and my own.
Bishop T.D. Jakes, a well-known religious figure, has dropped some surprising truths about Sean Diddy Combs, who's been in the spotlight for various controversies. This twist is shaking up one of the biggest scandals in the entertainment world. Diddy's legal issues have caught a lot of eyes, with claims of abuse, manipulation, and misconduct going back many years. T.D. Jakes, famous for his impactful sermons and life advice, shared his thoughts on Diddy's life choices, using his rich experience in guiding high-profile individuals. His comments have really shaken things up, bringing a spiritual angle to a case that's already super complicated and pretty unsettling.
Yo, Big Kish back up in here. TD Jakes is panicking. TD Jakes is panicking ever since P. Diddy was locked up and arrested. TD Jakes got something to be afraid of. You know why?
So, what made Jakes finally speak up? How close is his bond with Diddy? To get why Jakes' comments matter, we need to look at the history between these two guys, the growing legal issues, and what it means for Diddy's career, legacy, and impact in the entertainment setting.
Because that's P. Diddy's pastor, who's been attending these Diddy parties. Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
And every gay person is different. And I think that to speak the
T.D. Jakes and Diddy, a look at their connection, beliefs, and the world of fame. T.D., Jakes, and Diddy have totally different backgrounds, but their journeys have crossed in important ways over the years. T.D. Jakes is a super influential spiritual leader, sharing a message of empowerment, resilience, and faith with millions of people. Lots of people from different backgrounds come to his sermons, including famous faces from politics, sports, and entertainment. Diddy has been a key player in the music scene for more than 30 years. Diddy is famous for starting Bad Boy Records and helping launch the careers of legendary artists like the Notorious Big and Faith Evans. He represents success, style, and impact. The bond between the two guys seems to come from the same circles they move in. Diddy has been spotted at Jakes' services and events, and there are whispers that they talked about life, fame, and spirituality. Jakes is a go-to for celebrities dealing with the stress of fame, helping them stay true to their values even when they have a lot of influence. Diddy and Jakes might not have been known as best buddies, but they definitely ran in the same circles. Jakes served as a spiritual guide for those trying to find their way in the wild world of celebrity life.
When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Jakes has become known for helping troubled people, including celebrities over the years. He has helped big names like Steve Harvey and Tyler Perry in the past, giving them advice during tough times and showing them how to get back on the right track. When Jakes called out Diddy, it totally caught everyone's eye. People were curious. What did Jakes see or hear that made him jump into such a hot topic?
And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
In his latest interview, Jakes picked his words with care but made a strong impact, talking about the Diddy situation without mentioning any specific claims or names. He talked a lot about the risks of too much power and influence, especially when it's in the hands of people in the entertainment world. Power can be a blessing and a burden, Jakes said, sounding worried. Once you hit a certain level of success, it's easy to think you're invincible. That's when you begin to lose yourself.
This whole scandal of Bishop T.D. Jakes and Puff Daddy, it does not really surprise me. It makes me question a lot of things. And I want to take you down the memory lane. I'll keep making references so that you all get the bigger picture and have an understanding.
These words really hit home, especially when you think about Diddy's life. Diddy has been showing off his unstoppable vibe for years, creating a media empire that covers music, fashion, and TV. He's been a trendsetter, influencing styles in both business and culture. But as Jake said, with big power comes big responsibility. And in Diddy's case, it looks like that responsibility has been overlooked.
Picture and have an understanding of things that have been happening. This ritual is not only limited to Bishop T.D. Jakes or these popular celebrities in America, but even your spiritual fathers. have been going through these rituals. They have been doing these Sodom and Gomorrah rituals.
Jakes kept saying that if there's no accountability, having power can really mess things up. He didn't directly blame Diddy, but it was obvious. Diddy's journey to stardom might have taken him to a shady place where what's right and wrong got mixed up. When you're around yes men and folks who benefit from your success, it's way easier to rationalize your actions, even if they're not great, Jakes said. That's when you ignore that inner voice guiding you on what's right.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
This is where Jakes shared his own spiritual feelings. He said that even the richest and most powerful people can get caught up in moral corruption if they don't keep a strong sense of faith and integrity. Faith isn't just something you say, it's something you actually do, Jakes pointed out, hinting that for someone like Diddy, faith could have been more of a front than a real guiding force.
Have you gone through a time of swallowing
Ho, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
where everything was overwhelming and you
As Jakes' comments spread across social media and entertainment news, the case against Diddy got even more attention. In recent years, a bunch of accusations has come out against the music mogul. These include emotional and physical abuse, as well as claims of controlling behavior in both personal and work relationships. Some of the most shocking claims have come from people who used to be close to Diddy, like former artists from Bad Boy Records, bodyguards, and even ex-partners.
But from music mogul to an inmate, Sean Diddy Combs is denied bail on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering.
TMZ has been following this case for months now, and Charles Lati-Baudier is joining us to dive deeper into what is happening.
One of the biggest claims popped up after the tragic death of Kim Porter, who was Diddy's longtime partner and the mom of 3 of his kids. Porter sadly passed away out of the blue in 2018. Officially, it was said to be pneumonia, but a lot of people think there might have been something more going on. People were talking that Porter might have had some shady proof against Diddy, maybe about abuse and other sketchy stuff. Some people even said that Porter was thinking about revealing Diddy's secrets before she passed away.
Charles, I mean, shocking is an understatement when you hear the details of this case. What are your thoughts after hearing the indictment yesterday?
Good morning, Brian and Natalie. I got to tell you, my thoughts reading the 14-page indictment yesterday.
Even though these theories are still just predictions, a lot of people think that Diddy's influence has let him get away with things for a long time. Porter's death, along with the many claims that have come out since, creates a troubling picture of a guy who might have used his money and power to avoid facing the consequences.
Were that there are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things.
The legal fight is heating up. Diddy's legal case has really changed a lot lately. At first, the claims against him were just about civil lawsuits, where ex-employees and partners were looking for money for the abuse and bad behavior they said they experienced. But now that the FBI is involved, things are getting serious, hinting that there could be some legal trouble coming up.
That are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these freak-off sex parties, or that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it.
Sources say the FBI is checking out Diddy for some serious stuff, like money problems and physical abuse. A former bodyguard dropped a huge bombshell, saying they saw Diddy involved in criminal stuff more than once. This bodyguard, whose name is kept secret for safety reasons, has shared video footage with the police that could be extremely crucial for the case.
There's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Certainly if you were involved, you would get a call, because they're going to want to know everything you want to know and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface.
Also, reports say that some hidden footage from other important witnesses has been given to the authorities, making it look like Diddy is involved in something wrong. This evidence might totally change the game and could lead to some serious criminal charges. If found guilty, Diddy might end up spending years behind bars, which could totally wreck his empire.
Starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve. And the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy. There could be more charges for other people involved.
As the situation with Diddy has developed, more people are curious about who else could be connected or involved. Big names in the entertainment world have mostly stayed quiet, and a lot of people think that Diddy's power and connections might be why others aren't speaking up. But there are signs that some people might be asked to testify, or they could already be involved behind the scenes in the case.
And usually the way this works is once they find out other people are involved or were witnesses, they bring them in and they sort of lean on them, and it's sort of like, you're going to cooperate with us, or there's a possibility that you could face charges. So
Justin Bieber is a standout star who used to be tight with Diddy. Bieber, who has moved away from the mogul, is said to have given testimony that might harm Diddy's defense. Even though Bieber hasn't said anything about it, insiders say his legal team is telling him to work with the authorities completely.
this is going to be a slow developing a case here, because we're just getting started, and I don't see how this trial begins anytime before next year.
There are a lot of wild allegations in those documents that came out yesterday, including
Some stars like Jay-Z and Beyoncé have decided to keep a low profile regarding the Diddy situation. Since they've been friends with Diddy for a long time, people are curious about why they haven't said anything. Some are even wondering if they'll get involved in the legal drama later on. Some critics say these celebs are ignoring Diddy's actions, focusing more on their own image than on getting justice.
1,000 bottles of baby oil. What surprised you the most about what you read yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, that, Brian, was was definitely an alarming graph of the indictment when you read that when they raided.
As the legal and moral issues of the case keep coming to light, it's obvious that Diddy's once solid legacy is now on shaky ground. His impact on music and entertainment is clear, but the accusations have put a serious cloud over all he's achieved.
I believe it was the Miami home where they found 1,000 bottles of, and they said that these were items that were used at the freak-offs. There were also large amounts of drugs, they said, cocaine, ketamine.
TD Jakes' involvement has brought a fresh perspective to the situation, sparking discussions about how morality and faith play into the lives of the super successful. His warning about the risks of too much power hits hard when you think about Diddy's fall. Even though Jakes didn't outright criticize, his words got people thinking if Diddy can really find a way back to good.
Molly, GHB, the rape drug. So, you know, they said that the house, according to the feds, that was stocked for these parties that were going on. And then to read,
people are still waiting to see what happens next in the case, and many are wondering, can Diddy bounce back and rebuild his empire, or is his downfall here to stay? The participation of spiritual leaders like TD Jakes, along with the potential for criminal charges, means this case will definitely stay in the spotlight for a long time, maybe even years. As new details drop, everyone is tuned in to see how one of hip-hop's biggest stars deals with the ultimate challenge, his freedom, his rep, and his very essence. So what do you guys think of Jake's statements? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more juicy celeb reports. And don't forget to press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you all for watching.